Contestant number one, Tony Valles, A New Beginning. A New Beginning, Tony Valles.
It's 2013. I'm standing in front of my office door. It's open. My hands are shaking. And I can't find the courage to close it. The company for which I have worked for 38 years is closing. I feel emptiness, sadness, uncertainty. And I can hear my inner voice say, "Hey, Antonio, this is the end. Nobody will hire you again. Man, you're 70. You're old, bald, and still good looking." Like Sean Connery after a long nap. This moment takes me back in time to my first ever new beginning. I am 7 years old, and I'm sitting on a cardboard box in the back of my dad's old truck. We're moving from a rural town to the city, Parral, Chihuahua. When I watch our old adobe house fade into the distance, I start to cry. I say, "Mommy, Mommy, I don't want to go. I'm going to miss Grandma." My mom gives me a hug and says, "Mijo, my son, it's okay. Grandma will come visit us often, and you know what? Dad is buying a bicycle for you, and you can ride it to school." "Really, Mommy?" "Yes, my son." My mom then grabs my hands and says, "Mi hijo, este cambio no es el fin, es un nuevo principio. My son, this change is not the end, it's a new beginning." That phrase stayed ingrained in my brain. I stopped crying and I start imagining my bicycle. In my mind, I am already pedaling toward the future. Years later, I face another new beginning. It's 1993, and one day I get a call. "Hello? Oh, hey, Greg, what's going on?" "What? By the way, you want to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage?" "Ay, caramba, Greg." I wanted to say, "Of course, just bring 101 letters of recommendation." Notarize. But instead, I say, "Hey, Greg, no way." I'm just kidding. Of course, you earned our trust, and Patty and you have our blessing. The wedding day soon arrives. I'm walking my daughter Patty down the aisle. My heart is pounding. It feels as if I am giving part of my heart away. My sweet baby. When I look at her, I notice an expression of determination, happiness, excitement. And I remember my mom's words. This change is not the end. It's a new beginning. And I realize that we are not losing a daughter. We're gaining a son and an extra bedroom. When we approached the altar, I whispered to Greg, "Please take good care of my little baby, my little girl." My mind suddenly goes back to 2013. I'm still standing in front of my office door. My hands are no longer shaking. After reliving all these new beginnings, I finally find the courage to close it. Had you been there with me that day, you would have heard me say, and now what? I've closed my door. I closed my job. I closed my identity. And now, who will I be tomorrow? What am I going to do? And suddenly, stronger than ever, my mom's words returns. This change is not the end. It's a new beginning. Yes, I see. In my mind, I see a new door opening for me. And that door leads me to my new purpose in life. I choose to stay active and healthy. Why? Because I refuse to retire from purpose. Because I want to be there for my wife Tina, our two children, and our grandchildren. Especially those times when they struggle to see the end as a new beginning. It's never too late. My dear friends, if you ever find yourselves in front of an open door that needs to be closed, your hands are shaking, your heart is pounding, and you're wondering, is this the end? Remember these words. Este cambio no es el fin. This change is not the end. It's a new beginning.